Hey, good luck. To me, it should be a slam dunk because there is so much you can pull from against G1 where they actually do not or did not pay their employees. Hear the news about... Oh, yeah. He's suing G1, right? For, what was it? They, like, refused to pay him or something? I don't quite recall. But yeah, I did see this.
An appropriate way to start this video. This is all very legal and sensitive, so I will be reading a script, but that does not mean that it is not very authentic and very genuine. It is so unfortunate that I've been forced to put out this video.
That makes sense, Karina, yeah. That was also a good one.
I filed a lawsuit in Texas against Gamers First, Kenny Vaccaro, and Triple Rec for their failure to pay me back for a loan. In 2022, I loaned Evolve PCs $100,000 so they could continue to operate while waiting for an investment.
Oof, that is a lot.
The founder of Evolve was a fellow Destiny creator named Triple Rec, and after a heart-to-heart I had with him on a phone call, the loan felt like a practically risk-free opportunity to help a colleague, while also making sure the Evolve team didn't have to work through the holidays unpaid.
Yeah, that's always the recipe for disaster. Anytime something sounds risk-free, it's not. That's so common in business. The biggest thing you'll hear when they try and like butter this kind of deal up is, not in this case because this seems very different since you knew the guy, but it's always like, if we can corner just 1% of this billion-dollar market, think of how much money that is. It's very clear you're just out of touch. This is doomed to fail. But yeah, anytime someone's really trying to drive home how risk-free something is, that is not worth pursuing at all.
The investment the following month,
yeah, we talked about it when it happened, Alafu,
seemed like a guarantee. Fortunately, I took all legal precautions with the loan and put in place the necessary paperwork to protect myself. Though repayment was supposed to be quick due to an incoming investment, it unfortunately fell through, and my initial loan repayment due date of January 1st, 2023 passed by. Evolve then a long time cooking acquisition, and that's where things start getting screwy. In early 2023, I'm informed that Evolve is being acquired by Gamers First, the esports organization founded by former NFL player Kenny Vaccaro, and that G1 will be assuming the repayment of my loan.
Real quick, for those of you that don't know, G1 is an esports org that rose to infamy last year for refusing to pay any of their players. To this day, I still don't know if they've actually done it. They made a big hoopla about how they were actually going to finally pay them, but I still don't know if they did. I'm still not sure they did. Yeah, G1 is dog shit. Dog shit org. I'm not sure obsessed. I'd have to really think about it. That's a good question. Ain't that illegal? Yes, it was. It was very illegal. Do they even have any teams right now? I don't know. Let me see. I'll check real quick. My hair's knotted. Let's see. G1 Esports official. Their last post was in 2022. Oh, wait. Oh, that's because I'm not logged in. Their last post was November 2023, and it's the apology. Oh, wait, this is a different apology. We apologize for an incident involving a team member blocking community members on social media. But I don't think they have any teams left because they haven't posted since 2023. And if you go to gamersfirst.gg, the actual site linked on their Twitter, it doesn't take you anywhere. It says it doesn't exist. So I'm guessing no. Thanks, the resub rogue.
At this point, G1 was an up-and-coming organization, and after several discussions with Kenny, I felt very confident. During this process, I was reassured multiple times by Kenny Vaccaro that my debt would be taken care of, and in June 2023, we put in place the legal paperwork to reflect that. I was supposed to be repaid in full plus interest by January 1st, 2024. Triple Rec remained the guarantor. Triple Rec remained the guarantor on the loan, which meant if G1
That's a cool title.
come through
It sounds
by
like an
that
enemy
date,
in Destiny.
the repayment responsibility would also be on him. Several months later, a bunch of non-payment allegations against G1 started to become public, and I became skeptical that I'd be getting my money back. In December, I reached out to Kenny directly to get some reassurance that I'd be paid in January, and I was less than reassured. Following the repayment's due date, and after multiple attempts by my team and I to keep lines of communication open regarding that payment, I was ghosted by Gamers First and Kenny.
Rough.
Since we last spoke,
that was
my
half
team
the
has
players.
found some interesting information about Kenny and Gamers First, which provides
Hope
important
you have a good
context
night.
for my dealings with them. Apparently, we are not the only ones suing Kenny and Gamers First, as the landlord of the widely reported G1 facility is also suing them in Texas for unpaid rent. That lawsuit even alleges that Kenny failed to pay the rent on the facility 2 weeks before G1 acquired Evolve and the debt owed to me, which, if true, shows that Kenny would have had to have been aware of financial problems prior to the acquisition and cast doubt on his potential ability to follow through with the repayment. The reality is, Gamers First has failed to repay me the loan within our agreed time frame, and based on Kenny's actions and knowledge during this process, we believe that Kenny's personal liability is justified too. This industry has always had.
I wonder, someone who's more knowledgeable than me, to go after Kenny, is he gonna have to pierce the corporate veil for G1 here to get to Kenny? Because that seems like it'll be tough, even though it's clearly a Kenny problem. And also, what is Kenny doing right now? Blackjack and hookers? Like, what's his deal? Let's see what he's up to. I'm not seeing anything. He's probably just laying low. Which makes sense. He retweets shit, but he doesn't actually do anything. Yeah, we're doing Siege tonight. I gotta climb. Making a push to champ.
Payment issues. But the only way this will change is if people are held accountable for their actions. It's unfortunate that it's come to this, but I'm left with no other choice than to pursue this matter in court.
Hey, good luck. To me, it should be a slam dunk because there is so much you can pull from against G1 where they actually do not or did not pay their employees. I think that one should be kaput. Easy lawsuit? I think so, right? Who knows, William? Probably not. So what is the total amount owed with interest now? I don't know, man. I'm not their lawyer. Probably over 100K, though. He'll probably only get a fraction, if anything at all. Yeah, but sometimes it's about sending a message. Also, this lawsuit, it's got me wanting to talk a little about something. U.S. immigration. You're probably tired of hearing me talk about it, but this is good news. Well, actually, I don't know if I can share the good news yet. I'll wait. But, more good news. I'm suing U.S. immigration. And then bad news. Did you know there is built-in corruption in the U.S. government where even when we win that lawsuit against U.S. immigration, they cannot pay us back for all of the lost income? Did you know that? The U.S. government, when they lose a lawsuit, cannot be held liable to pay you anything. I had no clue. And they apparently lose all the time. Thanks for the gifted member, Baker. So I even sue? Because fuck them. Well, also, there's another reason I probably can't publicly disclose yet. But there is a good reason too, actually. Even aside from just like the big middle finger, there is a real legitimate reason. Even if they can't reimburse us for the lost income, there is an actual deeper reason. Thanks for 5 gifted members, Elijah. Appreciate it. You trying to get the guy fired? I wish. I absolutely wish. But that wouldn't happen. That's impossible. There is no actual reason why anyone in the US government even needs to do their job, because they can't be held personally accountable. So even if our US immigration agent was racist, let's just say he was a racist. Even if he was openly racist and said, "We're not letting you in because I am actually a racist," we can't do anything about it. And he probably wouldn't even get reprimanded. Thanks to resub Mike Wazowski. Since they can't be actually punished, like they don't pay you anything, they have no incentive to even do their job. It's so broken. Oh, and absolutely, Zector. Oh yeah, it is an exclusive, Isaac. Not true, they can still get fired. I meant like we can't do anything about it. They could get fired if he's like, "I am openly racist." Like, yeah, he could get fired for that. But we couldn't do anything about that. Like, we couldn't even come after him personally for that. Or anything. That's what... Sorry, I maybe that got confused in there. God, I'm sorry to hear that, Dan. Yeah, it's terrible. Hi, Russ. Bro, you gotta stream the court trials, it'd be fire. It will not make it to court. Apparently, when you do... I didn't know this. It's very common, actually. And they usually, from what I can tell, they don't win very much. Because they have no reason to even fight hard, since they're not going to be held accountable. They can't. It's built into the Constitution that they can't pay you when they're wrong. So, it doesn't usually make it to a trial. It usually settles super quick, because it's no risk to them at all. It is so whack. And I'm not sure, Desmond, I don't know enough about this, but I imagine it's probably an inability. They probably can't pay it. No, when I can talk more about it, when we finally file all of the lawsuit paperwork, I can tell you what the deeper reason is besides just fuck the U.S. Immigration Service. There is a reason why after all of this, but I probably wouldn't do any favors by saying it yet. But I'll talk about it more as we go down the process. I've learned a lot about old Uncle Sam and the way this this government sets up shit like the U.S. Immigration Office. It's shocking. Thanks to the membership, Baker. Yep, like I said, I will talk more about it once all of that gets filed. It's actually very interesting in the worst way.